And welcome back to Talking Franchise, bitches. We're on the final episode of the Fast franchise for now because they're still coming out with 9 and 10 and spin-offs and all that other good stuff. We're now on the fate
of the Furious.
The official synopsis. Well, not the official, my official synopsis. Toretto's 11 have finally achieved a peaceful life, exonerated of their crimes. However, a new challenge rises when a mysterious woman named Cypher obligates Dom to go rogue. Now the family must unite with unexpected allies to bring home the man who once made them a family and stop Cypher from unleashing total and utter chaos upon the world.
The fate of the world's at stake.
The fate of the world. The fate of the Furious. And now we have Vin Diesel has become a producer. So he's not only
been a producer
since when? Isn't it like when now I would say like since 6, right? He's been a producer.
I think since 5.
Since 5.
Or even like he's been involved in
check
it.
That. I don't really know, but so we got the writer. The writer's Chris Morgan, that he's been writing the movie since Fast and the Furious, since Tokyo Drift, let's say. Chris Morgan's been on the writing team since Tokyo Drift, Fast and the Furious 4, 5, 6, 7. He also wrote Cellular, which is a good movie. Wanted. Our director is F. Gary, who directed... Gary. I said, yeah, no, my bad, typo.
Gary Gray, director of Straight Outta Compton.
Did you say Gray? I did. I put the Y before the, dyslexia, people. So we got Friday, law-abiding citizen, and like Wong said, Straight Outta Compton. Typo. The budget was $250 million. Box office was $239 billion. Shit. They fucking 5 times what they put into the movie.
It didn't end up making as much.
But because $1 billion though.
But I mean, that was expected. There was a drop off because no Paul Walker this time. How do you think they handled it?
How much they made the last movie? Do you know? Furious 7. Let's check it up.
Not off the top of my head. Well, we talked about that in the last episode.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
I'm gonna tell you right now how much they made. $1.516 billion. So a couple million less than the previous film. All right.
Yeah, but I would say this isn't as good as the previous films. Now, this one was... I don't know. I think they're at the end of the line. There's no story left to tell.
Well, they still started... Because I've been studying film for like the structure of film. So, watching it again, I was watching it the other day to recap and refresh my memory. They started off as the ordinary world, which all hero story starts off. It starts off with Dom, right? In Cuba, celebrating his honeymoon with Letty. Forget her name. I was about to just call her Michelle Rodriguez. But it's with Letty in the ordinary world. Off the back. Already, they had to start with the bullshit.
I was gonna say
opening sequence.
This one, we've talked about this in the last couple of movies. I like the over the topness, like it's crazy. But no, now the story's not there.
No bounds.
This movie's just ludicrous. No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Fucking
they started
the opening sequence, the race car sequence, a lot of CGI.
Yeah,
and how.
Because he gets into
he puts a tab from a can onto his fucking my fucking MacGyver. Even the world's slowest car can beat the world's fastest car. Fuck you.
Because that guy made him eat his words. He said, it doesn't matter what type of car you have. He said he knows it's not the car, it's the driver.
No, it's a ridiculous scene. And for me, you know what? I kind of feel like your best friend in real life, Paul Walker, died in a car crash.
Do that.
All right, the car's on fire. You died. Vin Diesel's car is on fire in this movie, and he's just like, oh, I can barely see. He's still driving while it's on fucking fire in reverse. Fuck you, right off the bat of this movie.
Fuck that guy.
And then he wins the race,
Dominic
and he's
Toretto.
being like, no, keep your car. I just wanted your respect. Fucking dumb.
Yeah. So that's what he did, you know, and so he also gave his cousin his car to replace the car that he.
Oh, that cousin never met. Oh, his fifth cousin we never met.
But yeah, he's got cousins everywhere across the world.
Yeah, it's Brazil.
I said they're in Havana. They're in Cuba. They're in Cuba. They're in Cuba right now. So then, continuing along the storyline, you get the second page, which is called "The Call to Adventure," which is when Cypher comes in. Charlize, played by Charlize Theron. She comes in and she, you know, she's trying to play off that she doesn't know him, and then she lets him know that she does. And this is where they bunch up 3 parts within this. It's called the hero's journey, like the pattern. This is called the call to adventure, the refusal of the call, and the meeting of the mentor. The call to adventure is when the mission is put in front of him. The mission put in front of him is that he has to work for this girl.
I don't buy the plot. I don't buy the premise to this movie.
Exactly. It's this
is against
convoluted.
Then what? This is against everything that's been set before this.
They're like tokening the.
So there's no Paul Walker now. The main focus is on Vin Diesel, and they're like, well, how do we up the stakes? In the trailers, they made it look like, oh, Vin Diesel's going to be the bad guy this time. He's betraying his family. And you kind of had to feel, it was like, well, you know they're not going to keep him bad for the whole movie. They don't have the balls to do that. So how are they going to work their way around it? How are they going to reveal this? Would it be worth the journey? I'm going to say in the beginning, okay, I'm buying into the plot. Oh, he's being blackmailed, so he has to be a bad guy right now.
Yes.
Okay. I'm a little bit interested, but the movie's not off to a great start. And then 30 minutes into it, when it finally gets revealed,
too fast, though.
When it gets revealed why he's going to be evil, that's where I lost a lot of interest into it. I was just what?
We'll spoil this. It's just too soon. So he meets. It's in 3 phases within the stages are all put together. That's why I think some movies since they don't follow this setting, this plot, structure. That's how come the films, like, some people don't like them, or the critics are going shit on it, because the call to adventure is having to do this mission for this lady, and he also at the same time refuses it, but she shows him her phone, right? Shows him her phone, and then he's already like, oh, I'm shit. I have to do this
right now.
And then he betrays the team.
He ends up betraying, and this is my problem too, and we'll get into that. But I was going to say the critics haven't. I don't think that the critics haven't given up on the series. This is still 66% positive, but I feel like they are running out of this. It does feel like it's running out of steam.
No, they're running out of things to go and places to go.
But there's a problem. This was supposed to kick off the new trilogy, and yeah, I don't know. Without Paul Walker. And maybe they should just put the series to rest. Well, the stakes aren't high enough because, again, Vin Diesel's untouchable in this series. I think
it's to put The Rock's character and Jason Statham's character all into the.
And this dynamic. Like I said, I'm not buying this premise. This dynamic of having Jason Statham, they're gonna become good guys with Jason Statham after he was the main bad guy of the last movie, and he killed. Mind you, he killed Han. No mention of Han in this movie. No. You would think that they would completely refuse to join forces with them. They don't even really. They're like, we're not going to trust you, whatever.
They're very quick to change.
Kurt Russell's like, well, you're gonna, and they're like, okay, we're gonna. And then now they're going to become family. He made a point though. Fuck you.
He made a point. He made a point though, because he was the only other guy who was successful to find Dominic Toretto and track him down. So The Rock and Jason Statham are the only 2 people that are. Oh wait, we didn't even get to how they get into like this. Yeah, how they meet each other. So the crossing of the threshold is where Vin Diesel betrays the team. They go on a mission to go. What do they? They intercept. They got like some.
All right, but this is where the real life drama. Kicks into the movie. Like I said, the quality is off because of the on-set drama that they had in this. You notice in this movie, The Rock and Vin Diesel don't share any screen time together at all throughout this whole movie. Not one.
Except now they did when they
they're in cars.
The EMP device. When they go to get the EMP device, you're right. They didn't have
They're
to film.
in cars. They're filming separately. And
He's smashing
the ultimate betrayal is Vin Diesel smashing his car into The Rock. The Rock flips over and he's like, "Oh my god, oh my god, I'm broken in half." He's like, "Dominic Toretto just turned on us, went rogue." You would think The Rock would want his revenge, right? He was the one who was betrayed. He doesn't even go after Vin Diesel in this movie. They hate each other on set. Did not get along. The Rock thinks Vin Diesel is a prima donna little bitch.
He gives me that vibe. Who's this?
Pause.
There's Brandon. So yeah, Vin Diesel does seem like the type that he's like. Now thinks he is Mr. Furious. You know what I mean? He is like without him, especially now since Paul Walker is dead. He is the.
There was onset drama on the last one too. We didn't totally get into that, but yeah, Vin Diesel's kind of in control of the series now, where he calls the shots and what he likes in the script and not and what they should do. Does he have too much control over it? I'd say so. But his on-set feud, for whatever reason, him and The Rock don't get along, it kind of ruins this movie. Story-wise, they could have told a better story, but instead, there's no scenes.
He's jealous because he can't act like The Rock. That's why The Rock has better acting ability and he gets way more money than he does.
The Rock thinks Vin Diesel's unprofessional, and so I feel like they definitely altered the script where they can't interact throughout the whole entire movie anymore. And that's a big moment in the series right there. Vin Diesel's betraying everyone. You would think there would be payoff. The Rock right now is the second biggest character in the series now. Without Paul Walker, you would say that, right?
What about Tyrese?
The Rock is the second biggest guy in the series now, and they underutilized him in the last one. They kept him laying out in the hospital. And now,
sure it's not Tyrese? Tyrese has been in the second most.
Tyrese isn't even the fifth. All right.
Ludacris.
Yeah, Ludacris is there too.
Luda.
Tyrese.
So yeah, Vin Diesel. Dominic Toretto crosses into the dark side. He steals
just like
EMP
Optimus Prime did just a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Similar movies. Bullshit.
So now he goes into where Cypher is testing him on his loyalties, testing him on what he can do. So he has like other missions that he has in between before you get to the point where the family catch up with him.
I was going to say, the action sequences in this movie, they're still as good as the previous movies. They're still big in scope. Mm-hmm. But again, I like I said, this is the 8th go around. There's only so much you can do with spectacle. Now it really does have to. It should be about the story, and it's not. It's not there. So it's kind of hard for me to give this movie a good review. Like I'm split in the middle. Like yeah, it's spectacle.
This is over the top with the scenes that they have in this movie.
But
because what's the next thing that he goes get the EMP device, and then he's going to that Russian. Was it the prime minister or something? So they could get the codes to some nuclear devices. Oh, a nuclear football. That's what his second mission is. And in between that, he goes. Before that happens, you see The Rock gets locked up because of Vin Diesel's betrayal. So he gets locked up. We meet a new character that looks like they're going to try to replace Brian O'Connor's character.
Yeah, because Mr. Nobody comes back with Kurt Russell. And yeah, this guy's just pretty generic. He's not Paul Walker, but yeah, they try. They
try to put him in there. You know, he's going to be part of the team. Basically, he's going to be that new.
I don't feel he's pretty generic. Like I don't feel like he got a lot of screen time either. They didn't establish his character at all. So they're just kind of forcing him in there to. Again, we still have 2 more movies to do after this one, but
he'll be in them.
Yeah, no, I know, but I don't think they'll be any good.
All right. So they break. Mr. Nobody breaks Hobbs and Deckard Shaw out of jail so they can join the team. That's when they would say, that they're reluctant a little bit to join forces with Shaw. But then, since he's the only other person that was successfully able to track down Dominic Toretto, he joins the team. And their first mission together is to stop Dom from retrieving a nuclear football from a Russian prime minister.
We're in New York.
This is in New York, yeah.
Yeah.
So
before that, when they recruit the whole team.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel and her go in there and they bomb the place. And
I forgot that part.
But so this is when the team has already agreed. All right, we're gonna work with Jason Statham now. But this is a big fuck you to Han.
Yeah,
you don't turn your back on family.
Wait a second.
And that's what they're doing.
Wait a second. Did Han really die now? Because we know these films have the tendency of letting people blow up in cars and still survive.
They're saying there's a rumor that Han could come in the plane. It doesn't make fucking any sense at all.
Letty died.
And that's kind of this lazy storytelling right now.
Letty died in 4, right? No.
Yeah.
And came back in.
No, but if in all purposes, like if you're going by the story as is, he killed Han. They accept it too easily to work with him, and then, like I said, once they betray him, and then Vin Diesel ends up making out with Charlize Theron in front of it.
So, because they come to get the God's Eye, right? Which was from Part 7. They get the God's Eye,
and then they end up, like I said, they're on the airplane now, and then this is the big reveal why Vin Diesel's all evil now, and
you find out that it's his baby boy. And
Vin Diesel had a love child with The Rock's partner. So this the Fast 4 through 8. It's only like a year and a half in between time that's gone on.
Yeah, their timeline is all distorted.
But it's like all of this has happened within the last 4 movies have happened within a year. It's pretty far fetched. And mind you, his girl, while she was pregnant, got thrown out of a fucking window the last movie on top of a car.
Elena, the police officer that helped The Rock, that joined The Rock's team, and then hooked up with Dominic Toretto.
So Charlize Theron has kidnapped her and the baby that doesn't know, and they foreshadowed it lazily in the beginning of the movie when he's in bed with Michelle Rodriguez.
Yes,
he's like, hey,
foreshadow. Forgot that part.
You want to have some kids, baby? and she's like, oh, I don't know. And then they cut. Later it comes to find out, but Vin Diesel already has a kid, so now he's doing this all to save his son. He's betraying family to save family.
That's the.
Fuck you.
That makes sense. To me, that makes sense. Like, what else would make him want to work with her? Because he was like, fuck off. And then she showed him.
Vin Diesel, he tries to make it, he tries his best to make it emotional. He's really acting in this one. And she's screaming.
You know his best role? As Groot. That's his best acting he's done so far as Groot.
The Iron Giant guy.
Yes, similar to Groot.
That and Groot.
But then you got them, and that's the mission to stop Dom. He sidetracks before he goes to steal the nuclear football. He goes and sees the Shaw's mother. There's 2 Shaws, Deckard and the whatever Owen Shaw. Then he goes to see their mom, and played. What's
Helen Mirren?
Helen Mirren
is in this too.
Yes, she joins the cast. Great actress. She joins the team. She joins the cast. So he has a brief interaction with her real quick, 5 minutes, because he has to go, because they're watching him. You know what I mean? They're watching him every turn.
This is Dom still trying to get the upper hand over her, even though she's got him dead to rights, but he's got this whole plan, and they're going to show... It's bullshit how he gets away with this too, but again, they can't ever just have Vin Diesel lose. If you're gonna trilogy,
make him lose, kill that guy already. I'm like, yo,
he killed, but like he should
have died.
Even when he's in the worst case possible scenario,
he happens to.
But I said, once they reveal that, he's really just going to be good from the get. He's still good from the get go. You kind of lose all the interest. They needed to save that reveal later on down the line. I think it's revealed too early in the movie where I completely lost interest because when they do that reveal, this is before the action sequence in New York. I see this in the theaters. I was ready to fall asleep. What that scene when they're
with that
in New
action
York,
sequence?
yes, I'm missing.
They were controlling all the damn cars. They were controlling every single car. That shit was a bug out. That's how they had every fucking. They had a stampede of cars coming after that.
Right, no actual like real stunts. This is all CGI cars fucking flying. Oh my god!
They controlled every car. They hacked every car, and they able to corner the prime minister. They buried him in a whole bunch of cars.
We keep talking about how it's over the top, but they went from stealing DVD players to fucking cars just
stealing nuclear footballs.
Oh my god!
Exactly. Look, they went from, you said, stealing DVD players to stealing nuclear footballs. This fucking
the world is at stake. Yes, the fate of the world.
The fate of the whole world is at stake.
The superheroes now. And there's action sequence in the prison. The Rock and Jason Statham. The build up, okay, it's cool. Oh, they're gonna throw down, and then it's so fucking cheesy.
The Rock that makes him super strong.
The Rock is now super strong. Rubber bullets going off of him doesn't even hurt him. He just brushes them off. And Jason Statham probably has a stunt double in this. He's doing his fucking 45-year-old ass. He's doing parkour, flying around, jumping around. And it's like, it's fast. It's supposed to be fun or whatever. But it's so over the top and it's just unrealistic. Oh my god. Just let The Rock and Jason Statham go at it again. And instead they do something. And before they can finally touch hands, fucking go at it. Yeah. That's when Kurt Russell stops them. It's a dumb.
The sequences on here are a little bit over the top. That whole scene. But
every single action sequence in this movie is over the top. But again,
they got to top the last one.
But it's what to expect because it's already been over the top the last couple of movies. But so, like I said, now they got to deliver it with the story too because we've seen it all now. Now it's getting a little stale. Yeah, it's getting a little old now.
So after the reveal, the mission, so now everybody's after Dominic Toretto now. Every agency in the world is after him.
Everyone's after him. The Rock's after him. But we don't get no payoff. We don't get a showdown between The Rock and Vin Diesel.
Well, that scene does have he faces a little bit of an ordeal where Letty takes the football, right? And then this is after he shoots Shaw. Supposedly he shoots Shaw, right? He shoots Shaw dead. The Rock's like, no!
Oh, because they bonded for 5 seconds. All of a sudden, he hates him so bad. And then later, he's like, hey, I looked at your records. You used to be a cop or whatever?
Used to be a hero?
Oh, yeah, I can relate to that. Asshole, you would have already known that he used to be a cop the last movie, and you thought he was the biggest piece of shit in the world, and he was the most wanted man. So don't tell me that you didn't know this fucking fact. It's some muff cabbage.
Just to try to make Jason Statham a good character so they can use him.
He should have been a bad guy. You know what? I would have been happy if
they should have kept him bad.
They should have teamed him up with Statham, but you don't know if you can trust him. And finally, when they do trust him, he fucking turns on him. You have another 2 movies. You could have spread this apart.
Yeah.
But no, instead, Jason Statham, he's the fucking transporter now.
Do you think this is before he became transporter?
He needed to get onto a plane to transport a baby off. All right, over the top sequence, but it's fun. Jason Statham fighting. But of all people to go save Vin Diesel's kid, it's now Jason Statham.
It's the least expected, though. It's the least expected route to go.
It's fucking stupid. Is what it is. I dislike it.
I don't like the Fast movies that much either. It's not my.
But the last few movies I really did like, and this one I just feel like it's now too far fetched. It's too unbelievable. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you get? I've been pretty high on the last couple of movies. This one, because of the action sequences, I want to give this movie a 5. Just story-wise, but because of the action sequences, it's hard to deny the shit that they're doing. It's not cool. It's not good. Yeah, it's a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely a 6 out of 10. We haven't even got to the last part where.
No, I was gonna say
the last part where the mission in Russia.
Yeah, the mission. We were gonna get to the like I said.
That's so far-fetched. It's not even funny. There's a cool sequence.
To save Vin Diesel from getting blown to smithereens. Their cars block a wall of fire. That's not how fire fucking works.
Dies. He dies. Yo, he makes that heat-seeking missile hit the submarine. The submarine blows up. All the shockwaves, his car blows up.
The Rock throwing missiles.
Dies.
So he's getting out of it. He's like, give me 1 second. Grabbing missiles, throwing it with his fucking hands. Again, that still will never. That doesn't top, though, him taking. It doesn't top the last movie when he took an ambulance and fucking drove it into a flying drone.
Yeah. No, but The Rock did some over the top shit.
Oh no, The Rock is totally over the top now. That was pretty corny too. That was forced humor. Him at his girl's soccer game.
Yeah.
He's the coach now, and they all do this Samoan dance and shit. Like they're trying to give The Rock some more personality, but it's too. It feels too on the nose. I don't know. It's like meta. Like they're just they know it's stupid, but they're just fucking.
They don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, they're just. I don't know. It's not.
There's like, as long as we have explosions and booty, we're golden. Make sure that's in there.
Oh!
Make sure there's booty.
We haven't even got
there's explosions.
The big fuck you to Han in this movie. The villain of 6 is not fucking dead. He's alive. He's helping Vin Diesel now. And yeah, he's a fucking good guy. So his brother got hurt, and Jason Statham straight up blew up Han. Fucking what?
I'm telling you, he didn't die. You're gonna see in part 9 that he's still alive.
And yeah, the big reveal in this movie was she's blackmailing Vin Diesel in the first place too, because the last couple of stops that they did, she had.
You also find out that she was responsible for 6.
Yeah, she's pulling the
She's
string.
responsible from 6 on. From 6 on to 8.
Was
she's
she involved with
everything.
part 5 though too when they were in Brazil? I thought she may have had a.
She might, because Owen Shaw was connected to Braga. Owen Shaw was connected to Braga, and she was the one that was pulling the strings on Owen Shaw.
Like they
so
tried
since
to make
5,
it's since 4 actually. Braga, yeah.
So she's been a villain since 4.
That was their big reveal, and it's just like I wasn't buying it. But doing that's washing their hands away from the last couple of movies. Like, oh, it doesn't matter now. But I don't know. It's the last 2, and you just said Jason Statham was the best villain in the series.
Yeah.
They just took the best villain of the series, and they're like, oh, people like him. Let's make them good now.
But I want to know this part before we end this stuff. Just Vin Diesel. The moral of this story, the moral of the Fate of the Furious, is that Vin Diesel, Dominic Toretto, is indestructible and can do everything.
We complained about this the last movie. We said the stakes need to go higher. Someone needs to die. What is there to do? I don't know how you make this franchise. They're not going to kill him.
They're
not going to do it. They don't have the balls. There's still 2 more movies left. But what could they do to get the series back on track to being respectable?
Start off the part 9 with Vin Diesel fucking getting murdered off the rip.
And it's Han. Han's back for his revenge. He's like, you team up with Statham after you kill me?
He's
Fuck
got
you.
like half his face burnt.
Fast and Furious 9, Han's now the bad guy. It's fucking stupid, but what the fuck? Why not?
The bad guy. They've already got a bunch of dinosaurs.
They've already jumped the shark.
Park.
They've already jumped the car in Dubai. Fuck it. Just fuck it. Just nuke the whole series right now. The last 2 movies, make it as over the top, and fucking let's put Machete in there too. Let's get sci-fi. Let's fucking merge everything together.
How many movies are under Universal that they can merge? You know they got the Bourne movies. They have the Bourne movies, so we can.
Yeah, the Bourne universe is in there. Universal owns Jurassic Park.
Fucking
the Fast and Furious series, they steal from the InGen truck. I want to see Vin Diesel on a T-Rex.
You have the rock bottom of Triceratops.
Rock bottom and Raptors. Let's just fucking go over the top. All roads lead to this.
The Rock.
Brian's death all led to this. Let's go. We'll see. Yeah, last episode for now. Talking franchise. We'll be back with another one. Oh my god, yeah.
Fuck the Furious.
6 out of 10. 6
I'm gonna
out
call
of 10.
it Fuck the Furious.
It's really a 5, but
yeah, they got Jaws in it. Back to the Future's Universal.
Vin Diesel gets in the flying DeLorean. He's got to go back to save Brian.
Next time on Talking Franchise.